Hi everyone, I'm Lulu and I wanted to share with you some of my health issues that I've been dealing with for almost 10 years now. So it all started my sophomore year in college when I decided to move away and live on campus in a dorm. That's when everything just blew up and I just was so out of breath all the time. I could barely walk to my classes and I was so hot. And then I had migraines that just wouldn't go away. I had one consistent migraine that had me in my bed in my dorm room for 2 weeks, and I just couldn't even talk to anybody. It was horrible. And my parents finally decided to come up and pick me up from college. And they took me down to Chicago, where I went to the Diamond Headache Clinic, and I was inpatient. They put me in the hospital and did all these treatments for me, and then my health got even worse. And so they had to stop all the treatments, and they kept saying that it was this and that and this and that, and they just couldn't figure out what specifically it was. And then they realized that I had mono. And so I was sent home just to rest and recover, and it never got better. My health just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So my parents kept taking me to one hospital after the next and one doctor after the next, and nobody could figure it out. And I went an entire year trying to really figure out what I had. Finally, my mom and I went to the Cleveland Clinic, and they diagnosed me with POTS, which stands for Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia Syndrome, which basically means whenever you change positions from either lying to sitting or to standing, that your blood pressure will drop and then your heart rate tries to make up for it, so it just skyrockets. And that combination is not good. It makes you faint and pass out all the time. So I was basically bedridden, and my symptoms just kept getting worse even after that diagnosis. I couldn't get out of bed or the couch. I even had to have help to go to the bathroom and take showers. It was a very rough time, and I was also declared disabled. I couldn't drive, I couldn't work, I couldn't leave the house to do anything. That went on for, I'd say, a good 5 years. I was like that, and the funniest thing happened. It was such a blessing from the Lord. I met my husband during that time. Some mutual friends just set us up. They really wanted to set us up on a blind date, but both of us just weren't interested in going on a date. I did not feel like I could date somebody during that rough period with my illness, and so we just got together as friends, as a group of friends, and just had fun together, and we really hit it off. And my husband decided that he wanted to get to know me more, and he started coming over to my house every day after work, never missing a day. And we just really got to know each other so well that we decided to start dating and eventually got engaged. It moved actually pretty quickly, and it was just such a thrill to find my husband at the one time in my life that I never thought that would happen. So that really is such a blessing from God, and I don't know any other 20-year-old male who would want to take on that responsibility and be there with me through my health and not really be able to do a whole lot of fun things. Our outings would be him taking me to the doctors with my parents, and he would have to carry me in because I couldn't even walk. And so he's just been my knight in shining armor, and I'm so thankful and blessed to have him. My POTS symptoms kept getting worse and worse until it finally went into dysautonomia. Dysautonomia means that your autonomic nervous system isn't functioning properly. So basically everything that is supposed to happen automatically doesn't happen with dysautonomia. So breathing, my digestive tract issues, which are extreme, even walking, just things that you don't even think about are really such an issue with dysautonomia. So even though I still struggle with my health on a daily basis, my overall health has improved greatly. I'm taking small but mighty steps. I am able to drive now, and I can grocery shop all by myself, which is a huge accomplishment. And just overall, I'm gaining back some of my independence that I haven't had for 9 years. So it's really been encouraging and hopeful and uplifting to experience all these wonderful blessings that the Lord has provided me with. This has been a really difficult journey for me, not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. In the beginning, I was so defeated and just felt angry and frustrated and mad. and why me? I just kept saying to myself, why me? And I finally realized that this is making me stronger, and that the Lord has really opened my eyes to so many amazing blessings that I have in my life. And I shouldn't be focused on what I don't have or on all the negative things that I'm going through, because there would almost be no point in living anymore. It would just be so depressing. But the Lord really has shown me that I have so many wonderful blessings to be thankful for. So even though I still do struggle on a daily basis with my health, I am actually mentally the happiest I've ever been in my life, which doesn't make much sense. But also I am the closest I've ever been to the Lord, and I'm just so in awe and humbled by His power, and just I want to do His work here on earth. And if that means that I have to go through trials, nobody has a perfect life. So if this is what I have to struggle with during my lifetime, then I will gladly do it, because I know that the Lord has a purpose and a plan for it, and that He will use everything for His good. And so I'm actually excited that one day I will find out how He is going to use my illness for His great work here on earth. So just remember, if you also struggle with health issues, you are not alone, and you are a priceless beauty in God's eyes, and to CC and me. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. It's on already. It's already taping. Oh, and my POTS symptoms just kept progressing and progressing. Walking, my digestion, and everything. I'm happy that I do have what I do have in my life, and oh wait.